Okay, so then you click around on the computer. Clicking around the computer. Are you wasting your life? Probably. Great. Apply today to become the landlord of the woods. Sounds great. First question. What do you value most? A jar of teeth? A soup of small miseries? A bottle of chaos? I want to say soup. Soup. I think I watched my bestie play this game. Oh yeah? They have that other game I was just saying, Birth is the one that I have streamed before. But I thought either one of these games would have been fine to play for today. What kind of soup do you like? I like pho soup. Pho soup with tofu. Miko, welcome in. Thank you for lurkies. Great. Check your favorite hobby. Decaying, contemplating existence, and beekeeping. Well, I never beekeeped before. So would it be my favorite? It might be my favorite out of all these, decaying and contemplating. So I'm gonna choose bees. Sounds more positive. Are you prone to the melancholy? I don't know. Would you guys say yes or no? Yes? The bee's knees. I'm pissed because I'm supposed to have a lecture at 2, but they changed the time at the last minute. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but at least you can be here. You can hang out. Upload a photo, please. Oh, I wonder if this game was made before Birth was. Wow, it looks scary. I don't know. I think I like the brown. Hello, Raiders.
Welcome, stranger.
I'm about to have an anxiety attack. But it's fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. But Kana, how was your stream? Thank you so much for coming in and guiding the Raiders here. You do great, Ghosty. Thank you so much. Thank you for big emote. Thank you for tails. Welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for supporting the Uwu train event. This was held by Megan and Lily. Thank you for organizing this. Highlight. Thank you for Big Pride. So if anyone doesn't know what the UWU is, the UWU stands for Uplifting Women Unite. But we are also celebrating uplifting gender diverse folks. My stream was great. I got to have many amazing chats and play a super great game made by a woman. Oh, that's cool. I'm glad that you enjoyed the stream. If you got a self-care after stream, absolutely do so. But yeah, thank you so much, Kana. If anyone hasn't already followed Kana, Kana is one of our fruity teammates of mine, and I love her. I had the pleasure of meeting her, and she's super, super cool. Hi, Cap. Welcome in. You're not late. It's okay. You're like, don't worry about it. Inhale and exhale. Hi, cutesy. Okay, so I guess I'll get into it, right? I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna do my best here. For this stream, I'm not like super planned out, but Um, I am playing a game that was woman led. It's called the uh, Landlords of the Woods, I believe. They also made a game called Birth, and it's just like it's kind of this weird, a little eerie style game. This is my first time playing this one, but I enjoyed Birth. Let's have some little flowers in my, well, not flowers, but some leaves in my hair. I'm a creature. That's my photo. And I'm applying for a job right now, or applying for a job. This is a point and click adventure. Your third best, Magashi. I love being a fruity. It was so fun meeting you, and I hope to do it happen again this year. I hope so, Kana. A lot of us are meeting for PAX. Soul, thank you for dog eating hamburger. And I would also like to. This is probably gonna be mostly a just chatting stream. Um, if anyone has already been to my streams before, you probably have realized that like I do wear a lot of makeup usually. Today I wanted to do something different and show you guys this is what I look like without any makeup. And I want to express this because this is my way of like uplifting women. Like women don't need to wear makeup. And growing up, I was, always told that I need to wear makeup. And regardless if a woman is attractive or not, or if you are attracted to her or not, she deserves respect. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, this is my bare face. I am usually very, very self-conscious over it because growing up, I've always had comments by women and by men, just like, oh, why aren't you wearing makeup today? Or I think one of my coworkers told me, why does it look like you got punched in the face? Because I have dark circles under my eyes naturally. Yeah, are you sick? Yeah, things like that. Yeah, it's not respecting women if you only respect women you're attracted to. And even it does come from it comes from women too. I had a girl tell me, she was like friends of one of my besties, and she kept on asking me like, are you tired? Are you good? I'm like, no, it's okay. This is just my face. And but she kept asking like multiple times. And my bestie was like, she said that's her face. The Broad from Queens, welcome in. Hi. I relate to this so hard. I've gotten better, but I'm still afraid to go without eyeliner. But it shouldn't matter. You know what makes me so self-conscious is over like it's the eyelashes. Everyone has the fake eyelashes, and I'm like, I can't wear those. I can't wear mascara. Um, or like my eye will just I don't know what it is. It's a thing for me. Like maybe like makes your eyelids heavy, and it's just annoying. I love the way that they look, but I just can't wear them. I can't put them on correctly. But I can put a lot of eyeliner on. And that's what I usually do. Yeah, it comes from a lot of internalized misogyny. Yeah, I've experienced a lot of that growing up. Yeah, eyelashes do seem to pop, but I'm absolutely not willing to invest the time and money into that. Yeah, and people like will tell me like, "Oh, you do so well at makeup," and I'm like, honestly, I don't. I don't. People do far better jobs than I do. I don't want to like go research how to apply makeup. I don't know. And I don't want to invest so much time each morning trying to do it. And then, like, every time I wear makeup and then I stop wearing makeup, you get comments like that, like, oh, why aren't you wearing makeup? Like, why do you look like that? Never tried the fake eyelashes, but I do feel like they would be a sensory nightmare. Exactly. Like, it always feels like I have something in my eye. I found joy in skincare over makeup, and I don't wear makeup regularly to begin with. So it feels fun to feel pampered. Okay, yeah, I feel that. I'm also just lazy with makeup. The thought of taking it off at night. See, I don't take mine off at night. I take part of it off, but usually I'll wear like the same eyeliner the next day. A makeup is expensive, okay? You wore them for a wedding, and I was like, am I marrying the right person? Yeah, I feel that. And like makeup also makes me feel like I'm not me sometimes, especially with lipstick. Lipstick is like something I'm really weird about. I like it on other people, it looks great, but when it's on me, I'm like, I don't know. Who is that lady? You wrote them off immediately at bedtime. Yeah. Um, I gotta lurk and do other things, but thank you for a stream. No worries, queens. Thank you for being here. Make it to me feels empowering, but I don't think anyone has to or should be judged for not wearing it. Right, I support whatever the hell women want to do. Whatever you want to do with your body is is fine. There's this like growing up I felt like there was a lot of comments I would see over women being like, "Oh, that's a fake woman because she has plastic surgery," or "That's a fake woman because she cakes on makeup." And I'm like, "Why do you care? Just let them be. Whatever they look like. What does it matter?" Just being hateful. Yeah, if you know, if having plastic surgery makes you feel better in your body, I feel like it's valid. Um what I would hate for someone to feel like they absolutely had to get surgery to feel comfortable, but like if that is an investment you feel that is right for you, I don't got anything to say about it. I used to get punished by my parents for not wearing makeup. These days, as an adult, I don't touch it. You get punished by your parents for not wearing makeup? My mom would always give me like weird comments. Maybe I should go into just chatting. Should I go into just chatting? Here. My mom would always make comments about it, for sure. She'd be like, why aren't you wearing makeup? Also, what my mom would do, hope she doesn't hear me, but she would make me have, like, I would have to wear certain clothing. Um, Things that would make me look womanly, and curvy, which is wrong. Thank you for the follow, by the way. Um, yeah, my mom wanted me to be more like a girl, so they would take away my phone. Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. Yeah, we're trying to exist and support people doing things that make that easier and happier for them. Yes. I used to wear the biggest drag queen lashes as a teenager at school. That was certainly a skill to wear them. I know. I don't know how do they do it. But yeah, a lot of things I learned were through my mom. Um, just I feel like I have to kind of sexualize myself because that's like how I was brought up. Um, and I feel like it's an internal thing that you have to be attractive in order to have respect. Um, and then you would, I don't know if anyone else here has grown up like with the talk about how men are more important than women, but I've been there. Um, I've had those discussions with my parents and things that, like, if you were to write a letter, if you were to write a letter to a couple, like a married couple, for example, um, you would write the man's name first, and to me that always bothered me. I'm like, why? Like, what would it matter? Like, it's the same. Um, and then like even my mom told me about this wedding she went to, and like there was this drama at the wedding because the woman's name was said first. Like, here's Mrs. Whoever and Mr. Whoever, but you don't do that. So that was like a drama in the wedding, that the man was not addressed first, and I don't like that. um, mm, I've also been in those. She would tell me that like there are certain places in the house that you can go in, like not to go in, but like, let me gather my thoughts here. Like, do you ever have like the man space or like the man chair, and you're not you're not allowed there? Um, well, I mean, I've been through that. Um, but my dad isn't like that. Is the funny thing. My dad is really super chill. And my mom had like told me once. She's like, "Why are you in your father's chair?" And I'm like, "This is where I sit." Like, cuz my parents were divorced. And I'm like, "This is usually where I sit." And my dad spoke up and he's like, "Yeah, that's where she sits." So my dad is really chill, and um because of my dad, I have been given like the opportunity to like go into the military, and I was in the Navy. And hi, Autumn, welcome in. Um, but yeah, like I don't, I probably wouldn't have been in the Navy if it wasn't for like the ability to find a well-paying job. Um, I just don't. I've always struggled trying to find work, and you're criticized like for anything that you know that you try to do. I was a cake decorator, and I liked being a cake decorator, but it didn't pay enough. Um, so and I only found the cake decorator job because like on Craigslist or something, you know? Like it's something like they needed people, so they hired me, but it's like it's just harder to find a job. And anytime I was trying to find a job, like I don't want to be like in the spotlight. And it always felt like they wanted women to be in the spotlight, like women are customer service and they don't do like the cool jobs. Like I want to be the cook, you know? Thank you for the hug. Um so yeah, like when I was applying for like restaurant jobs, like it just felt like as a woman you're like always supposed to be like the waitress or the host, the cashier, and things like that. And that's not what I wanted to do. Um I will tell you about my very, very first experience because I think this relates. My very first job was at a Halloween store. Um, I worked there for probably maybe a month, maybe a month. And one day they told us, we're firing all the women. And that's because we found help. We found men to do the job. And it was very blunt like that. It was literally blunt like that. Yeah, that is wild. But it's like, but at that age, I was like 15. And because of like my upbringing and knowing that like men are more important, and knowing like how men are like just they're treated better, I I did not question it at all. I was pissed off. I was pissed off. But I'm like, there's no way I can fight this. Like, everything they're saying kind of makes sense. Like, yeah, I guess the men could do the job better because, like, we're brought up to believe that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Um, so yeah, that's a funny story. I feel for my very first job. um, and yeah, then like the very like the real work that I finally was able to get like a real job was the cake decorating job. And then I went into the military because that job just doesn't pay enough. It doesn't pay enough. But then you're in the military and you're like, I want to save up money to buy a house, to open up my own business maybe, um, and those type of things. Um, but like military is not like a lifetime thing. And it shouldn't be. And I was around a lot of men and they would criticize women. Like they're very open in the military. They would criticize women in front of me or even to my face, that like, and even ask me, they're like, what do you want to do when you get out of the military? Like, oh, like they would be talking about another sailor's wife and like, oh, she doesn't want to do anything with her life. All she does, she's just a cake decorator. She's just a baker. Um, it's just like, what is she doing? And they would have these conversations all the time. It's always about baking. It's always about baking. And I'm like, I was a cake decorator and I enjoyed my job. Because the job doesn't make enough money doesn't mean that it's less important. Do y'all like cake? Like, everyone has a job to do. Um, but yeah, that put so much stress. Oh no, my wife baked me a cake. Woe's me, right? As a career, though, she was getting paid. Love me some cheesecake. Yeah, someone has to do it. And we all have different strengths and weaknesses. Um, People who complain about any job being unskilled or a bad job shouldn't be allowed to enjoy the creations or benefits from those workers. Right. For sure. Um, and I don't really have like stream today is very unplanned. Like, because I have ADHD, everybody, like, we might jump to a lot of topics. Just a heads up. Um, mm, Hi, Mikey dude, welcome in. Um, but yeah, then I felt trapped in my job because of that. And I'm like, oh, I can't ever go back to being a cake decorator. That kind of sucks. I really enjoyed that job. Um, and then I've talked about this before. I actually had one of my best friends um get hired as a baker at the job that I was at, and I have ADHD, so I don't mind saying that. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, I get distracted and everything, and my mind wanders. But I helped my friend get a job where I was working in the bakery, and our boss at the time was a guy, and I did put a good word in for her because like I've worked with her for many years, and we're applying for a different bakery, and I got the job, and then she was applying, so they hired her. And they gave her like a 1 month probation period, Um, and then they fired her because she couldn't do the job as well. The person she was replacing was a man who was this very tall, um, like capable man, you know. And this is my friend who's the little disabled and has a harder time. Jester, welcome in. Um, and it's just like I know that like he was way more respected than her, and then when she got fired, I was mad. I was like, I know she could do the job, and at the time, like you give her a month to learn the job. At the very end of the month, she was getting it. She understood the job. She was doing really well. And then my boss, he did like have a talk with me. He's like, "Are you mad that I fired your friend?" I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, I know she's capable of doing this job. But it's things like that that happen all the time. Yeah. And then I had another job, and my boss was actually very very real with me. He had he had a real talk with me because we do respect each other. And he told me, he's like, this is a physical like labor job. So I'm like lifting a lot of stuff. And he told me, he's like, I didn't like you at first because, you know, this isn't usually for women, and you wore makeup, and I felt as if you were going to be like a diva that wasn't gonna like contribute just because I was wearing makeup. Um, and then when I went to another job interview, and I got so scared, like I accidentally wore makeup. And you know how I do my makeup? I put little hearts on my eyes right here every day. And I'm like, after the fact, after the interview, I'm like, oh fuck. Is he gonna like is he gonna think some way of me? Because I have little hearts next to my eyes. I was hired, surprisingly, but he was kind of a hard ass. Like, I did report him to HR before. Um, just because it was not, he just wasn't fair to everybody. Um, but I had support. People had my back about it. People make weird assumptions. Yeah, it can happen. Even my last like my very last job interview. I tell you guys, people that usually are in my stream, we have these discussions all the time. But the last job I had, I was working on another boat, and my job is one of my job descriptions is to do the sewage on the boat. I take the sewage out of the boat and I, discard it, which is a nasty job, right? So they just kind of assume that women can't do that kind of work because it's gross. Um, and I'm like, well, you can see on my application that I was in the military for like 7 years. And they didn't even consider me until my dad told them to consider me. I applied for this job for like 2 years. In the first year, they didn't like accept me. They they gave me a call, uh, probably about the job, way later, and I was seeing my dad got hired by them. My mom got hired for the gift shop, and then there's me, the only person that didn't get an interview. Um, and I was telling my parents, I'm like, yeah, it's like they're very, I don't know, looking bad. It doesn't agree with me. Um, but yeah, then the following year, my dad kind of told them, but like to to give me a chance. But during the interview process, the talk of me being a woman was present in that conversation. So I feel like I'm always I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to, because I was taught that men were more important than women. I think that I present masculine sometimes because uh I want to feel as important as them. I do the jobs that they do because I want to feel as important. I want to feel like, I belong here. Um, that's hard. It's hard. Feel like I would love to have my cake decorating job. There's nothing wrong with having a cake decorating job. In the bakery, it was mostly women. We had like one man that worked there, and that's fine. It's a fine job. Anyone can bake cakes. Anybody can go be a sailor if they wanted to. My bestie got accepted to study mechanics at college. On the first day, the guy running the course straight up told her to drop out because she was the only woman in class. Oh, I'm sorry she had that experience. I had that similar experience when I was in the military. Um, First of all, like getting promoted. This is about getting promoted in the military. Um, Not like enlisted military, but a different, let's say a different branch. um, I was going to be working in the like officers mess. Um, and my boss was originally gonna put me there, right? But then the captain came down and he's like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I'm working here." He's like, "No, you're not." And he looked at my boss. This is all in front of me. He looked at my boss. He's like, "She can't work here." Um, because I was a woman, and it would be, he in his words, he said it would be too distracting for her to be here, which is kind of gross. Yeah. Yeah. Um but eventually I got to work there. Yeah, it was gross. Um and then there was another time I wanted to work on as like a deck officer, or like a deck person. Would be like chipping and painting and stuff like that, or whatever they need me to do. They want me to do ropes, I don't know. But that was the job I wanted. Um and I had a chat with one of my shipmates who I thought was like a friend. Like we got hired at the same time. A deckhand, yeah, like a deckhand. And then he told me, I think we were having the discussion of me working deck, and he's like, "To be honest, Caroline, like no one wants you there. Um, because I'm a woman." And I took that to heart, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense." Which is so silly because we did have female or women deck officers and people there. Not many, but there was like two of them. Um, and it took me a long time, but I finally did tell the captain about it, and he's like, "Why didn't you tell me that they said that?" But but you were the person that also said that. So yeah, it's super hard. It's like I never do the right things. Um, like do a few, damned if you do, damned if you don't. They always got something to complain about. Um, like, oh, you don't make enough money having like a womanly job, I guess. And then you try to get into like a man dominated job, and they're like, "What are you doing here?" um, yeah. Let's see. Let me gather my thoughts. I can give a little more info. Um, military. Does anyone have questions about military? I know, McTassic, you were kind of interested in hearing about it, but I don't know. I might need something to jog my memory in order to talk about it. But I could also talk about, me streaming, what kind of things I've encountered as a streamer, um, as a woman, or we can talk about like relationships. I stopped myself from going to trade school because I don't think I can handle the misogyny in most trades. I feel that. I feel that. Um, there was actually a trade school I was looking into in Portland, Oregon. They have a women's only um, trade school, which is like it's free. It's free. It's a free trade school for women. And I thought that was so cool. I was like, that I'm gonna do that after I get out. I want to move to Portland, Oregon, and go to school, and then continue to do these jobs that I feel I'm not really doing super well in, because maybe cakes is my passion. But I do love boats. It's just like I'm a little scared to go back to my next. My job is seasonal. I work on a boat currently, and I'm a little scared to go back because there are gonna be times where things are like a little bit too heavy, right? I might not have like the muscle to do it the same way as like a young strong man could possibly do it. Thank you for the follow. Um, but then I'm at the job, and they will they will have deckhand help out some folks that need help. Like I'm an engineer. Uh, Cipher Ghost, welcome in. Thank you for lurkies. Um, so I'm an engineer of the boat, and there's like other engineers that are much older, much older. And then they have trouble, like with strength wise. Austin, thank you for lurkies. And they tell them, well, the deckhands can help you, because they're older and they just don't have that kind of capability anymore. But for me, I feel like I don't feel comfortable asking for help. I feel like I always need to do it myself because um I feel like I have to earn the right to be there. And when I was in the military, I had several people tell me, mad respect for you. You're doing the job that men do. And I'm like, okay. Like, just because I can lift some stuff, and even when something is like too heavy, I still will continue to struggle, because like I don't want them to ever have anything to say to me, like negatively wise. Let's play a little bit of the game while we're chatting. Did you have any pleasant surprises as a woman in the military? Did you find solace among other women in your field? Or were there any good things in place that you didn't know they had before you joined? That's a good question. I don't feel like there was any. Yeah, don't ever feel bad about asking for help. I definitely feel bad for asking for help, because there was a lot of sexism and uh I guess maybe ageism, but like ageism is technically supposed to be for older folk. Ageism is like discrimination against older folk, not younger people apparently. Um but in the military, people did like not like me because I was young and I was a girl and I was making the same amount of money as these men that have been in for, you know, so many years, right? So I don't think people wanted to see me succeed. Some do, some do. Um, but let me think about your question, Fang. Um, any pleasant surprises as a woman in the military? I would say no, honestly. I can't think of any. I did I lived in a berthing, which is like a room in the ship that has potentially 20 other women in the room sleeping in the same room. Um I didn't really get along with a whole lot of them, to be honest. Hmm. Oh, I need glasses. I yeah, for one thing, I had a weird conversation with one of my shipmates. Because I was like, you know when you're dating people, and this is a weird thing about dating people too, that this woman was like told me her opinion about me having relationships and like um she mentioned like why would you make the first move in a relationship, right? Like that's a man's thing to do. Men have to make the first move. And she was telling me that uh that I should not like express interest in men that I wanted to date because of that, because it's their job to express interest. And I'm like, well, what if they're shy? Why is this gendered? Nothing ever should be gendered. But yeah, she was a little funny. Like overall, just a little funny. Um, I was kind of hoping that maybe there would be something good in place, like IDK, maybe a strong sense of community among women. No, there's not. I had there's like there's Mama. I worked with a lady that we call Mama. She was really cool. Um, otherwise, I was usually so young in comparison to my shipmates that I was working with. And they just didn't. Besides that one lady, like she liked me, but otherwise we didn't really get along. Um, no, I don't think there was. There was one time I was trying to. There was a weird thing on a boat where I got promoted. I got promoted, and hi Pizza Cat, thank you for pizza. I got promoted, and it wasn't just me. I had another woman that came up with me. We were being sent to the ship together. In this like this new position that I haven't really worked in before, right? Um, and on this boat, there has not been any women in logistics like in years. So we were the first two women to be in that field for a very long time. And then the ship was meant to go to the shipyard. And when ships go to the shipyard, that means that they're going to lose like half the crew, I guess. Um, and it was weird vibes. Like they didn't want to keep us. And you know, like I get it, like valid reasons you wouldn't be keeping people, but like it felt really targeted. Like at the end of my career, I was starting to record conversations that people would have. I was scary. And I'm like, I really feel like I'm being mistreated. And But I never came forth. Like, anytime I did voice any concern in the military, they didn't do anything. Nothing was ever done about it, so it's like, yeah, I could do all this work and make all these journal entries, times and dates of everything that happened, but no one looks at it, no one wants to do anything about it. What what the fuck am I doing? Um so it's like you kind of you're left defeated. You're left defeated. Like I'm just over this. So I'm glad that I'm not in anymore. I do miss it. I miss the job. I miss some of the people that I worked with. Um but it's just exhausting trying to fit in a space that's not meant for you, right? Hi Emma. I was in the military as well. I also saw how male dominated it was. How did you navigate? Um, Good questions. Good questions. How did I navigate it? Wow, what is this puzzle? I really kept to myself. At a Hi Ashes, welcome in. Um, I don't know what happened. I think it was either it's something that you talk about when you're living with people that close. Like you don't go home. You have to live with those people. You see them 24/7. 12 hours a day. You have to be around these people. So you have to like figure out how to get along. Um and the best advice that I was given, and like it's advice like everyone knew to hold on to, was to take care of yourself and don't worry about anybody else. None of these people are your family. You're just alone out here. And that really sucked. And I went to one ship, well, before that, like I did have close relationships with my shipmates. I had some nice shipmates that looked out for me, and I called them family. Um, but then, when you're in the military, you kind of move around, right? So the next ship I went to, it was very like that same mentality that I was brought up with. You take care of yourself. We're not. We take care of our like own, like you're not included kind of thing. So it's very isolating, and you're not allowed to ask for help with what you're doing. Um, and I had a conversation with these two. It's actually a woman and a man about it, and I'm like, look, I know that you don't like me, but um, I was not raised to be like this. Like, I would like to get along. I would like to work together. Um, and I did apologize to them about like if you felt like you couldn't work with me or if I'm against you, like I'm sorry if I gave you that impression. But yeah, that's not my intention. And then they like really respected me. Oh hey, I found it. So I got along better with them after I just addressed like the elephant in the room. Is there anything here? Wonder if I have to do anything with the clock. Maybe not. Um, Steel Wolfie was part of the train last year, and she's also has a slot this year, and she's in the military. Oh, that's cool. It's cool to meet other folks, other military folks. So I enjoyed my time. Just could have been better. wish everyone could drop the stigmas, right? And there was also times where I would be working with officers and they'd be joking around. Um, and let's say something was on the TV and they said, "Happy Ubu, thank you, sweet." Um, and on the TV was like they're looking at like houses, like the House channel or something. Um, and they would make comments about, um, why would you get a house that big? Like, who's gonna clean it? And they're like, and the men were like, your wife. That's why you get a wife, is their comment. You get a wife so they can clean. And you know, those are things that like I've experienced.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. I just got home. I'll be lurking. No worries, sweet. And it's funny to like have that conversation, you know, set around me. I almost like I was like presently there. I was presently there, and I'm like, is anybody gonna like say anything? I almost said it. I'm like, I get so pissed off sometimes. I'm like, I mean, it's one thing to have those conversations. It's another thing to have those conversations in front of a woman. I'm like, man, the disrespect. Man, I've been here.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Tired of this, Grandpa.
You keep digging.
Thank you for the follow. Hi, Jackie. Anyone gonna challenge this? Oh, right. Oh my god. So like, I can get into some deep stuff. So trigger warning if I do happen to go into anything super, super heavy. It's a possibility. Oh, I want to record my thoughts. Oh, okay. Like I've been in relationships where it's even the person that I'm dating will be a little bit sexist, right? I've had conversations with my, you know, past significant others where they had made comments saying that, well, you get a girlfriend because they want to have sex, and that's it. That's it. Or I got married, and my husband, my ex-husband, he was super, super nice when I first met him. Like he was so respectful of women, and he would tell me that, you know, he was raised by his mother, and like he's a great guy. He was a great guy. But then was it this was like 2017, you know who got into office, and it's just like it made things just very hateful, and he would make sexist comments, saying that like that is why I'm around, is to just clean the house, right? So yeah, I have not had not great relationships. What am I missing, y'all? So, where do I put this? Yeah. Yeah, it does not fly. It does not fly. Where can I put my coffee cup? I think I got it from here. Oh. I'm so surprised that mentality is still around. If there are people that voice it, there are people that will listen to it, unfortunately. So when you do hear it, we need to, you know, step up to the plate and say, hey, that was wrong. And, you know, when I was in the military, it was just like, there was so much that I heard, and so much that was done to me in front of people, and no one did anything about it. And I was look at these men and I'm like, you're really going to let him do this? And unfortunately that's how it is. So, but oh, teeth. Oh no. Would you like a coffee? We're getting ads soon. And then I'll have one more hour of stream. Uh-oh, getting stuck. Oh no. Oh no. Blah. Yeah. Alright, does that... Did I do it? Where do I put this at? I want to record my thoughts. How did I even get there? Consume breakfast. Did I not consume breakfast? We need to tell them they can put it in the dishwasher themselves, right? Right? Oh my god. Okay, I guess that's just out of curiosity. Oh, that's food? I did not know that was food. Do I have to move these? The tongue is licking you. Oh no! Okay, go digest. I don't know if this is necessary. Oh, I guess it is. Alright, here's the bone. Hi, Peachy. Welcome in. Hi. Hope you're well. Organize the bugs. Organize the bugs? Time to go to work. Okay. Going to work. But I think I'd like to talk about my experience, just being a woman on Twitch, has been interesting as well, a little bit. Reminds me, a little to the left. This is a puzzle. I chose this game because it's a woman-led game. But yeah, it's a puzzle game. Another game that they made was called Birth. It has a very, very similar vibe, and these are like an hour to 2-hour games. What do I do? Oh. Love to hear about that. So... I've always felt... I think before I dive into the being a woman on Twitch, I have to more express my gender identity. I am probably genderqueer. I like to label myself as gender non-conforming. So like I do consider myself a woman. Identify as a woman. My pronouns are she, her. But I just... Gender non-conforming kind of means, like, I don't feel like I guess behave in the standard, or like the same interest, or maybe I don't dress the same way. I don't know. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still figuring it out. But genderqueer might also express my my thoughts about my gender. So, because of that, I don't feel like a woman. Even though I know that I am one, I think it's like society and like what we think is normal. Um, I don't know. I don't know what it is exactly. You have all the time in the world to explore and figure it out. You're cool no matter what. Thank you, Peachy. Um, just women's spaces don't really feel like they really identify with me. Um, it's very complicated. And I'm still trying to figure it out, like on why. Um, and like there are people that have expressed, well, maybe I am non-binary. Um, that could be a possibility, but like I don't know. Um, anyway, there's these spaces where I feel like I just don't belong, and I was hesitant on like applying for this raid train. Um, I don't know. Oh, we're gonna get ads soon, so if we get ads, I'm gonna pause stream just so no one like gets left behind. Um, Gender is a social construct. I mean, sure, it can be important, but not as important as just being and figuring out yourself and identity. Okay, we're gonna take a little break and then I'll get back into this. I'll be right back. Thank you for being patient. I'm back. Hello. I'm gonna wait for you to get there. There you go. Hi, hi. But yes, Jackie, yeah, you feel similar. Yeah, it's been very weird because, um, my friends, they would have like these parties and they would like take photos, right? They take photos of the party and they'd be like, I don't know why they do this, but they do. Maybe it's a thing. Um, they're like, oh, let's get all the guys together. Let's do a group photo with all the guys, and then they say, let's get a group photo with all the women, and then I feel like I don't know what side of the room I'm supposed to go on. I don't feel like I really belong in either group. But I don't consider myself non-binary, but like I kind of wonder sometimes if I didn't grow up around, um, well, didn't experience, transphobic behavior. Maybe I would be more comfortable to be myself, but it's hard to get around that. I did used to look a lot more androgynous when I was younger. Um, but because of like all the homophobia, the transphobia, sexism, everything that I've been around, it's like I feel like I have to present myself more womanly, more feminine. So I grew out my hair. I used to shave my head, like half of it. And I love that style. I've been deciding if I want to do it again, really. Um, it makes me feel great when I shave my head. I've never been girly. I've just been whatever I am. Not really feeling like one of the girls, but I do like being friends with women because I have better understanding the crap I've gone through. Just being a woman on this planet. Yeah, I can feel that. I feel that. Peachy. I I have a lot more guy friends, but I actually haven't had that many any women friends. Um and I used to, but some stuff happened between us and we're no longer friends. Um, so it wasn't like until I got into Twitch that I started making friends with a lot of women. Like you guys, I'm like, what's happening? Why do people like me? Because I've never had that. I've never had this experience before. Like, I have a few close friends that are women, but usually I've had deeper relationships with men. So this is the first time, like in my life, I've been surrounded by so many women. You're very likable. You are too, Emma. You make me feel safe in your stream. Um, and you would love to see Ghosty with a shaved head. Yes. I got a picture. I could probably show y'all. um, yeah, also been more with more guy friends. It's just because of my hobbies are male dominated. Um, is that the Women's Guild? Introduced me to a lot more cool women than I got to know growing up. Yeah, yeah. So same experience. Yeah, like I love my male friends and NBs and whoever else. Um, but yeah, I just don't usually have the women don't usually have the same hobbies as me, I guess. It's maintenance. It is maintenance that is a big problem. um, so yeah, I just never really felt like I was supposed to be in these like these women spaces, especially on Twitch. Like I did not apply for this last year. I was like just starting to like I got introduced to Megan, but I didn't know Megan super well. Um, I just kind of thought, oh, it's just not for me. Um, and then like I've applied for the Women's Guild. It's been very hard to catch when they have applications open. Um, but I was always very hesitant about applying for the Women's Guild too, because like just of my upbringing and not knowing like where I feel safe at, because I do have trauma. Um, with both genders, all you know, it doesn't matter. It with women, with guys. Um, so I felt uncomfortable to try to apply for something that only has women in it. So I am this year I feel a lot more comfortable applying for the raid train because we emphasize that this is for gender diverse folks as well, which is great. I think like uplifting gender diverse people helps women as well, and it has made me feel a lot more comfortable to participate. That would make an interesting stream. What, to shave my head? To shave my head, Croak? Yeah, kind of honestly the same process I went through before deciding to be agender. Yeah, I really relate. If there's anything I relate with the most, it's probably agender, if not just being a woman. Um, yeah, this is the gender topic would probably go on forever. um, but my experience on Twitch, I actually have not had too many bad experiences. Now, there shouldn't be any. There should not be any bad experiences. But I feel like, in comparison to some other women, I feel like I haven't experienced too bad. Um, um, when I was first starting out, like, I have my moderators here now. Like, I think them being visible has really deterred people away from, like, ever trying to, like, mess with me. But in the beginning, when you're like first starting to stream, you know, you might not have moderators in the beginning. And I had this one guy come into my stream, and I did have some friends in there. I did have friends. I was not alone. But he came into stream, and he would continuously tell me how gorgeous I was. Um, but he was doing it in a way that was not present in the chat. He was DMing me on Twitch, and he kept saying in the chat, you know, open your DMs. Yeah, creepy, right? It was creepy. Um, and I'm trying to be polite because, like, you know, I'm bad at making boundaries sometimes. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, you know, I can take a compliment. Yes, I thank you. Thank you for thinking that I look good. um, but he like kept going on and on. I'm like, I'm trying to play a video game. I'm trying to talk to my other chat. Um, and he even joined my Discord. And like a lot of people, when they join your Discord, they really want to get into they just go to your Discord to get into your DMs. They don't care about your actual Discord. They just go straightly to your DMs. So I have my DMs blocked. You have to be a friend to DM me. I think, unless you're like one of the lucky ones that are able to get past that wall. And I have DMs blocked on Twitch now, so we don't have that problem anymore. I barely interact with my own Discord for that reason. Oh. I've had people come in and be like, you're gorgeous, or hey, beautiful. You know what? Rip my skin off. Yeah. Yeah, same on the boundaries. Um, and then I've had even this is something that Twitch needs to do. Okay, Twitch, if you're listening to me. So there was this one time I did follow a creator. He was a man. Um, and I like hanging out on Twitch. Like me being in your chat is not me trying to network. I am literally there to like hang out. I want to watch the stream. Um because like just because I'm there and I'm also a streamer does not mean that I'm there to connect with you. Always. Like I want to just watch your content. Spicy Vicky, welcome in. Yeah, I'm simply vibing. Simply vibing. Um, so I interacted with a streamer. They clicked on my profile. They found out I'm a streamer, probably. Um, and then yeah, they were coming to my streams at that point, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. That's fine. That's fine. But I'm not super invested into their streams just yet. Like I just met this person. I follow them. I want to get to know them later, but like I'm not rushing anything. Um, but they would come to my streams, and they were DMing me through Twitch. Now, because my DMs are blocked, it's still two people that follow each other. They can still DM you. So that was the fuck up on Twitch part. So yeah, he was DMing me, asking me to join his Discord, asked me to play games with him. And then I'm like, well, maybe if I just like don't respond, he'll stop, you know, kind of crossing these boundaries. Like I'm just not ready. Like, sure, you might be a cool person, but I don't know you that well. Um, and then, you know, a few days go by, and then he like he gave me a sub to his channel. And I think that's a way of trying to pull me in to go into his channel and like interact with him more. And I'm like, y'all, you're making me feel really uncomfortable. So I blocked him just for my own peace of mind. You are allowed to block anybody for any reason at all on Twitch. Like if you don't feel comfy, block them. Like just because you make content does not mean that everyone's entitled to your space. Yeah, they're making me uncomfortable, and they just got here. They're making me uncomfortable. I just got here. Yeah. But welcome in, Bumbles. Not passing the vibe check, just block. Yeah, like it's, I'm not getting paid. Like this is a hobby for me. If I make any money off of Twitch, okay, cool. But like that's not why I'm on Twitch. I'm here to vibe. I'm here to hang out. I'm here to uplift other people, and spread awareness. Um, So yeah, no one's entitled to to be here, right? And if I don't feel comfortable, I can't stream. If I can't stream, then I gotta block somebody so I can stream. um, Thank you for the on-screen celebration. I'm gonna read what Jackie said. Within the guild, the purpose statement is to provide a safe, private space for marginalized genders, and there's a lot of momentum from the members to embrace and include more than just women. But from the outside, Twitch still presents it as the Women's Guild. Oh, that's really nice to hear that there's a lot of people in there that, kind of want to like change the name. If the name was changed, I would feel a lot more comfy. Um and then like there was no Pride Guild at the time, and I'm like, I really wish there was a Pride Guild. Like at the time I was like, I don't feel comfortable with a women's guild, but I would love a Pride Guild. Um but I'm not accepted in any guilds currently. But that's okay. Like I have cultivated my own community. I have great support already. I've met a lot of great people. Um, and no one's entitled to your time. It should always be at a privilege. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Um, and really, one of my first like real friends, I think, on Twitch has been Cutesy. Uh, Cutesy's amazing. If you're listening, Cutesy, I really look up to her. Um, as somebody on Twitch, and I told her, I'm like, I don't usually have um I don't have friends that are women. So she was like my first like real um streamer friend that was a woman. Yeah, Kitsy's a gem. She's wonderful, yeah. Very positive influence on all of us on this community. Um the Fruities team's better anyway. Exactly. We don't need a guild. We don't need a guild. But I do enjoy that at least the guild is there. The guild is there for everybody, if they want, if they need it, you know. Um, but I have a great community, and I shouldn't feel like I'm not a woman enough, or I'm not like queer enough. I should never have those thoughts. Um, I'll probably get accepted at one point in time, you know, one day. Who knows? If they don't, then it's all good. It's fine. It's just a Discord anyway. Thank you for kissing the chat, Emma. You're more than enough. Thank you, Mick. Um. Let's see. I can't say that I had too big of a problem regarding Twitch. Other than that one guy, I've gotten better at making boundaries with people. I think. Um. Yeah, if they just don't if they don't cut the vibe check, then I just cut them off. But I've had someone come into my stream just because I was wearing a shirt that was kind of revealing. And they came in there to call me a bad word. And that's only happened once, I think, that I can think of. Certainly deserve it, at least. Yeah, I feel you. And thank you, Soul, for the Magashi big emote. I think what matters most is that you accept and love yourself. I do. Um, yeah, it's a bit hard on Twitch as a woman. Like, I don't think that some people think that we're given like special, I don't know, special privileges or something, advantages. I've been around male streamers where they bitch and complain and say that, oh, this this girl is getting more attention just because she's a woman. Um, and I'm like, honestly, I've been here for 4 years streaming. I don't think that I have gotten an advantage. Yeah, I'm in line for my Twitch advantage rations. Yeah, I was like, I have the same amount of view count as these guys bitching and moaning about it. I'm like, I don't know what you mean. Maybe you should try being a nice person. Yeah, and just, whatever. Like, boobs exist, okay? Sure. But whether they're, like, present or not, like, man, don't worry about it. It's just like, it's just a person's body. Don't make comments about people's bodies, regardless of whatever they look like. Yeah, women have it easier, and then the top Twitch streamers are all men. Exactly. I don't know. Let's play some game. Oh, how am I supposed to... Is this a puzzle? Man, it looks... I guess I'm doing better than last time? Oh, maybe not. Oh, they're labeled. They're labeled. Okay. Wow, I just got super lucky last time then. Here we go. Ah! Got my bug. Okay. Got my buggy. Sis? Can I ask how you felt navigating your neurodivergency as a woman? Because I know that it was tough for me to be taken seriously in the beginning. Oh, yeah, fellow Jackie. Oh, okay. That's cool. I've never been diagnosed, if that's kind of what you're talking about. I don't actually tell anyone that I'm neurodivergent, only people on Twitch. Like I tell myself that I'm definitely neurodivergent because neurodivergent means you process information differently than other people, than typical, right? So that can imply maybe the autism spectrum, maybe anxiety, maybe PTSD, dyslexic, and I have never been diagnosed for autism. But there was a time that I was, thinking about it, and I have taken some quizzes on it. There are things that relate to it, but I don't know. I don't want to say that I'm autistic, just because I don't have like, I don't know. I don't want to like take it away from anyone that is, I guess. I don't know, but I know that I can use neurodivergent at least. I know that I have really bad anxiety, and I am dyslexic. I have a learning disability. I'm not diagnosed, but I am neurodivergent, right? Not even with just a formal diagnosis, but I guess like coming to terms with navigating it among friend groups even. My mom was the one who noticed it in me, but found it tough trying to convince my friends that I was struggling, because they thought it was being dramatic. Oh, really? Like a stereotype? Oh. No, I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I've ever had had a thought like that or an experience like that. Because girls are being dramatic, right? I can see that being a possibility, but I don't know if that's been a possibility in my case. But I totally feel you. I can totally see that happening. They said I just need to fix it with a walk and a salad. You know, being bipolar disorder. Yeah, I've never thought about too much about my gender identity with uh neurodivergency or any mental health thing, I guess. I have experience with like women are meant to be more sensitive, right? We're classified or stereotyped to be kind of like crybabies, right? Organize the bugs. Have you heard of that? And then like men are taught to not cry, but men are definitely, you know, they should have a good cry once in a while. um, my ADHD diagnosed 4 weeks ago. My medication has been incredible, but the grief has been very hard. But it does get better, and keep on that road. Thank you, Jackie. I'm glad you were able to get some medication that works for you. Um, I'm just wondering because women are so underrepresented within neurodivergencies, so I was curious. No, that's totally valid, and you're right. You're right because, um, especially with the autism spectrum, it's mainly noticed in men, and like I think it was not considered something that women could have. Um, Also, people like to say that, oh, if someone's attractive, then it's not possible for them to be autistic. Which is very silly. I've heard that. What am I doing here? I don't see anything I can click on. Yeah, very silly things. Oh, I cry a lot. I cry a lot too. Maybe I shouldn't admit that, but I am a crier. No, you are allowed to admit whatever you feel comfortable with talking about. I think a lot of people need to have a good cry. And that is something that, like, men have taught me, um, being in these male-dominated spaces, right? I don't know who said that women, you know, cry more or whatever, or feel better about talking about their feelings. I'm like, yeah, I talk about my feelings, but it's actually very hard because men have been the ones to tell me that, like, why would you be bringing this up? Why would you be talking about this? And I'm like, I just want you to know about how I feel. And they're like, well, I can't fix it, so why would you discuss it with me? Oh, I don't know. Thought maybe you'd care. Hi, Cozy. So yeah, I've been struggling for actually a past maybe 2 years now. That had someone important to me. It's been ongoing, but just someone that said that like I should not talk about my feelings, and now every time I do talk about my feelings or feel emotional, I feel like I shouldn't be. And I'm working with like a health coach, which kind of like helps me like mentally and physically. And we had a discussion recently where I told him about my emotions, and I said, you know, I was feeling really sad, and he said that's okay to feel sad. Like you're allowed to feel sad. And he's like, and I was trying to tell him like I'm trying to be good. I'm trying to be strong because I was taught to be strong and taught not to cry, and not to talk about things. And he's like, but that's not being strong though. Being strong is talking about your emotions. Being strong is feeling your emotions. And emotions are natural, and they're not for any particular gender either. Did I do this right? I think so. Hey, Cassadile. I had a friend say something similar. Been taking forever to recover from. Emotions are so loud. Yes, they are. I'm gonna scroll up. That's dumb. My friends are hot and autistic. Like beatboxing and drumming. You don't cry enough, Croaky? You deserve a good cry when you need it. I cry a lot, and when I feel like I haven't cried in a while, I'll watch something emotionally sad to get it out. Oh, that's a good idea, Peachy. I have a problem where I cry too much. Like, especially with all these Pixar movies that have been coming out. Like, every time I watch Pixar now, I'm like, cry. I'm like, is this too heavy sometimes? But yeah, I like sad stuff. I am a sad person enjoyer. I like sad poetry. I like sad movies. I like crying. I like feeling, you know, my emotions, and you know, there's nothing bad about, you know, crying and feeling sad, because you know, like there's always going to be what do they call it? Uh every rainbow has to go through like rain, right? And it's not possible for me to be like happy until I really know what like sadness is. Like, how am I gonna appreciate the happy moments if I don't know the sad moments? You know what I'm saying? Silverstone, hi Ghost. I'm locked in heavy at work right now, so I have music in the background to help me focus. I wanted to check in. Always a pleasure to see you. I hope you had a fantastic stream and a blessed day. In case I don't resurface before I had to deal with public transportation in an hour. And I hope this month will be kind to you and everyone else who identifies as a woman. Thank you, Silverstone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying hi. Yeah, I like when people open about their feelings. I cry when happy and inspiring things more than sad things, to be fair. Sad things get me, is that writing up? Me booting up Devilman Cry Baby to feel something? Um, the idea that feelings and sensitivity is a weakness is sad to me. Yeah. It's actually very strong to talk about your feelings. I'm like, there is so many times where I try to make a post to just talk about things that are happening in my life or how I'm feeling, and then I like, you know, just backspace all of it, and I'm like, no, I'm not posting that. No one wants to hear that. Um and yeah, that's kind of wrong that we make people feel like they can't open up to us. But a lot of people don't have training with emotions. A lot of people are not trained to like be comfortable with their emotions, taught that other people are allowed to, you know, have emotions. So yeah, a lot of people are just confused, honestly. I was definitely taught something similar, like how I was supposed to suppress my feelings to take care of everyone else. To feel and express your emotions takes a lot of struggle, or a lot of courage, and further trust, to be honest, um, to others about them. Hello, Raiders!
Welcome.
Welcome in. Hi. Is it Annie? Annie Gay Cow? I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that correctly. Welcome in, Raiders. Hi, Kiwi. How was your stream? The Vintage Story. How was Vintage Story? Welcome in, everybody. Head Empty Raid. Head Empty Raid. Welcome in. We're going into a little bit of deep talks today. We are participating in the Uwu Uplifting Women and Gender Diverse community, and yeah, we're talking about the gender norms and how they might be, you know, not positive. Yeah, they get deep. Is this one of the South Butter quotes? Did someone do a South Park Butters quote? Thank you for Big Emote Soul. Thank you, Mick. Yeah, welcome in, everybody. If anyone doesn't already know me, my name is Ghostline. Thank you for Fart Soul. Thank you. My name is Ghostline. My pronouns are she, her. I play a lot of retro and RPGs, Choices Matter games, things like that. We're playing today, what is this? Thank you for Everything Will Be Okay. I love Tales. What is this game called? The, Landlord of the Woods, I think? They also made the game Birth, which is a game led by women. It was made by women. So I'm struggling, to be honest, with this puzzle. I'm doing my best. I think Birth might have been an easier game. Sometimes puzzles are like, damn, I need you to spell it out a little bit. Give me like an arrow. Where am I going? You know? Sounds like Annie Gay Cow? Annie Gay Cow. Oh, really? That's how I pronounce it? Stream was good. Played some Vintage Story, which is like Minecraft as a hardcore survival game. It's hard, but it's fun. Well, that's cool. Well, welcome in, Annie. Can I call you Annie? Thank you for a big emote. Yeah, but we've been discussing a lot of different topics today. My experience in the military, my experience on Twitch, growing up, and then we were talking about emotions and how people feel like sadness is like a womanly emotion, and it's not. It's for anybody. If it, you know, if you need to cry, you should be able to cry. Man, I might need help, y'all. Help me out with this puzzle. But Raiders, if you gotta raid and run, if you gotta do self-care after stream, absolutely do so. I think that's the last thing I have to do, unless I didn't do this one right. They look like they're touching. Oh. Wow. Wow. Okay. I see. Gotta be really precise. So that's done. Then all I have is this then. But it doesn't look like it's moving. Oh, this one moves. Oh, okay. Alright. Fix today's watch and then check the mail. Okay. How do I check the mail? I really enjoy these point and click games. Oh, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Is this okay? I was waiting for it to like line up. Tamara, welcome in. Thank you for Big Stretch. Big Stretch. Happy Uwu. Thank you. I hope you're doing well today. Happy Tuesday. Hello, you have been chosen to become the new landlord of the woods. Please come to the woods at your earliest convenience for training. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, I can do my best to answer. Otherwise I might just like, whatever pops in my head I might talk about. I'm good. I'm back in my Sims binge era. Nice. I wish I could get back in my Sims binge era. I was so into Sims back in the day. I need to get the, I need to get Sims 2. I like Sims 2. Sometimes I feel like, would I still enjoy it as much as I used to, though? I don't know. Oh, welcome. Welcome. You must be the new landlord. Your main responsibility is collecting the rent from each of the residents of the woods. Why are they charging wood, like to be in the, you're not allowed to be in the woods? There's a special notebook for keeping track. Access your notebook here, okay. Oh, a ghosty. Each page shows which each creature should give you. Oh, they pay in fork, mushroom, button, and feather. Okay, you know I can afford that. I can afford that. I got The Sims 2 up and running on my PC. Oh, so good. The game's amazing but buggy. Oh. I wonder if like what's the better option? Me playing my own Sims 2 and finding some kind of mod in order to make it work for my computer? Or should I just buy the Steam version? I mean, ideally I would like to buy the Steam version because that's just like where I put all my games. The old version, really? It's basically the old Sims 2. Nothing was really done other than tiny quirks. Well, I would hope it's the same. Why are they charging you for wood? Subletting, tenancy. I don't know. Maybe they're paying their taxes or something. Click in this corner. Oh, click in this corner. Oh, over here. Alright, got it. Good luck in the woods. Alright, let's go see Ghosty. Oh, a new landlord. Welcome to the edge of the absurd. My lease states that upon rent collection, I will be fed a meal. I'll gladly pay my rent when I am no longer famished. Okay. I don't think I have anything I can give you. A ghost that eats food? You know, I think that Effector gave me a thing to work my PlayStation or my Sims 2. I just need to get it all working. The bird button. The bird button. But I can't guarantee that I have every single expansion pack. I don't know if I do. So like if you're playing if you get it on Steam, you get the whole thing, right? Is a fruity something people can join? Well, the fruity Discord is open to everyone. Um, but it is a team. Let's see. They have applications every once in a while, and they can only invite a few people at a time, just not to like overload, like overwhelm the team with new people that they have to meet. But you're welcome to look at that if you want to learn more. But if you're already part of the Discord, you're already there. You're there. Maybe a carrot. Thank you for a big sparkly. I remember people being excited and then disappointed once it released, and people were like, it's quite literally Sims 2 with the widescreen support. Yeah, that's what I'm assuming that it would be. I don't know. Am I someone that should have higher standards? That's what I expected. Yeah, ignoring all that, Sims 2 is such an amazing game. I just love how much story it has. Yeah, I love that it can have story to it. Oh, can I give you these? No? You don't want to eat a button, do you? Like, I like Sims 2 so much for the amount of story that you could have. Oh. Let me help this guy out. Like the Goth family. Like, they're so cool. And then there was the twins in Sims 2. And then they had some other people. I don't know. I can't remember if it was like people that I made or it was people that were part of the series. But I remember those two families. The version I have is from an abandonware site that fans have packed patches into it. So it runs pretty good, but it's a shame EA didn't bother to do the same. They didn't do the same? Oh. Oh no. Why do they not? Who hires people to do these things? Like, you're making money off of it. I mean, at least do a good job. Maybe they rely on fans to do it. Sometimes I wonder about that. Like, what if the developers don't want to like fix something because like it costs money for them to fix it, but then they know that a fan will do it. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I don't want to go looking around asking people like, "Hey, how do I get this game to work?" um, there's so many, so many. About to soar through space time. I love Strange Town where the aliens would be like hiding from the army people. I don't remember the army people actually, but I do remember the aliens. Those were interesting. Ew. This is an interesting game. It's a very gothic game. Yeah. Fit for a side. Oh, would you like a shroom? No. Oh, ghost fork. Oh, okay. I'm gonna take your ghost fork and your feather. Does this appease you? Is this okay? Fit for a ghost. Okay, good, 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 good. I don't know if they're happy or not. But let's look at this. Oh. Feather. Fork and shroom. Okay, sounds good. Nice. So in that case, I feel like I'm done in this area. Oh, but we're gonna be raiding out soon. Maybe we'll just call it here. I like herbs, Sims in the city, with all its mini games. The Sims, the other Sims games are interesting. Had that for GameCube, loved it. That's why they encourage mods, cause it keeps replayability high. They don't need to put out a pack every month to keep it interesting. Okay. Wish music wouldn't stop when I'm outside of this. Alright, so Herbs was a fun game. I think I played it. It's been a while. Been a long time. I don't think I ever owned it though. Okay, so this is our schedule for the Uwu train. Um, where are we at? We are going to be raiding into Selendria at 4, which is in 5 minutes. I'm back. Welcome back. If any mods are present, could we possibly like turn ads off? But I'm gonna go check if she's ready. Okay, she is online. Do we have any people here with the raid message by chance? Thank you for stream, Ghost. Have a lovely rest of your day. You too. Grabbing it right now. Thank you. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Thank you for letting me be vulnerable with you. And sharing very I guess intimate topics. And me being barefaced, no makeup on today. Yeah, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. I was kind of very nervous about this stream. For anyone here that is usually a part of my streams, I'm probably gonna be streaming randomly this week, and then on Saturday I'm streaming with Croak Show. We're doing a special stream for his birthday. Thank you for the on-screen celebration. So yeah, see me at Croak Show's channel on Saturday. And I will be raiding or following the train up until then, where I gotta have plans. Thank you for shouting out, Croaky. So this is the raid message that we're going to be copying. The Uwu train is approaching The station. Thank you for snoozing ads. Okay. Yeah, let's go say hi. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Yeah, really appreciate you being here. See you later. let me get everything started.